Good morning, Cypress Village. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is April 2nd, and I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. We have another action-packed, information-packed, I don't know about action-packed, I haven't seen it yet, but information-packed episode today. And we're going to kick it off with Susan McLean, Director of Resident Services. She is going to give an update on a future vaccination clinic with our partner CVS, along with how to obtain your vaccination card if you do not have a copy of that. And also, she sent out a letter along with some documentation regarding PSPs, which are personal service providers, that there's been a lot of confusion that requires some clarification she will provide. Nick LaLiberty, Director of Administrative Services, will follow Susan. He's going to make sure all residents that have key fobs know how to have them updated if they have not been, and if any new residents do not have key fobs, where they can obtain one to enter the main building. Also, a couple items related to garbage cans and compliance with garbage cans. Very exciting project that Katie and Nick are working on, which is Touchtown and the migration to that new technology. And last but not least, an update on the life safety audit for all of the houses in Cypress Village. Dave Green is going to provide some community updates on the projects that are either in process or upcoming. Tiffany Bassett, Community Life Services, will give some highlights and updates of the programs that are forthcoming in the following week. One of our therapists, Carmen, physical therapist in the healthcare center, is going to provide a little bit of information regarding vertigo and dizziness. According to her and others, dizziness happens to be one of the biggest complaints of residents over 70 years old. So we have some options that we can provide to our residents, and she's going to share those opportunities with you as well. Lisa Green is going to provide an update on the fundraiser for the scholarship fund regarding the egg sale that was gifts that were donated by a prior resident, Mr. Kilpatrick, many years ago. The silent auction was very, very successful, and she's going to provide some updates on that. So anybody that made a bid on the egg, whether you were the recipient or not, thank you for your involvement. Dining Services will give you the burger of the week. I don't know what that is yet, but you will see that here shortly. And last but not least, Tyler Ramos, who is our Associate Director of Dining, is going to be the recipient of the scholarship fund message that he is going to share with all the residents here as well to wrap it up. And then it'll come back to me, and I'll give a brief update on COVID and also happy birthday wishes throughout Cypress Village. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you.
Hi everybody, it's Susan, and I just have a couple of items that I need to go over with you. As you are all aware, you probably received some more information regarding the PSP, or private service providers. What I put in your in-house mailboxes and the mail kiosk out in the homes is the application that the personal service provider has to fill out, and please turn it into concierge or turn it into security. If you're using a private service provider, we need to have their information, and we need to have it put in AccuShield. AccuShield is our check-in kiosk for any outside providers, such as even if you're using an outside housekeeper, especially in the towers. That's where the AccuShield kiosks are located, is in our healthcare center and here in our main entrance. And so if they are coming into the towers, they have to check in with AccuShield, and they have to have that printed visitor sticker on them so we can visibly see that they have followed through with our policy and procedure and checked in with AccuShield. But once they fill out this information, security will upload their information into AccuShield so that they can start checking in. And this is for your protection as well as their protection as well. And so just know that we're not trying to make things more difficult for you. We're trying to maintain everybody's safety. So if you do have any questions, please give me a call regarding the PSP policies. Next is we are in conversation and working on securing a date with CVS pharmacies to bring the vaccinations back here on property. And now we are going to be opening them up to family members as well. So I know you should have received a survey, and so check your email and see if there's a survey there so that we can see how many people are still interested in receiving the COVID vaccination and how many family members you think in your family would like to come on property and receive their vaccinations here. Because I do know that starting next week, Governor DeSantis has opened it up to everybody over the age of 16 for the Pfizer, over the age of 18 for the Moderna. And so it's going to be getting very busy out there, but we can make it a lot easier for you to come here on property and receive it. So please respond to the survey. If you can't find it in your email or you don't think you received it, just contact myself or Katie Amador, and we can make sure you get a written copy of the survey. Along with the COVID vaccinations, we are also offering the pneumonia vaccine, which is very important. They recommend that anybody over the age of 65 should receive let me see if I can pronounce this correctly, the pneumococcal polysaccharide vaccine, and that is to protect you from pneumonia, because anytime you came down with COVID, it naturally went into the lungs. So if you had your COVID vaccination, the pneumonia vaccination is an extra layer of safety for you. So that is also in the survey to let us know if you're interested in that, because CVS will bring that on property as well with the COVID vaccinations. And so I need to know how many people would like to have that provided for them as well. And then lastly, as we're talking about COVID vaccines, I know many of you have already been vaccinated. You've had your second one. Everything is great. You should have received your CDC vaccine card that documented that vaccine. And I know many of you, I have made copies for you because you've misplaced it or you felt like you didn't receive it in your mailbox. Just know that the copies that I make for you are just as valid as the original one. What they're looking for is that lot number of the serum that was provided you. And I've got all of that information where I scanned it in to my computer so I can go back and look. So just know it's just as valid. And also going forward, I've had an excessive amount of people needing copies, and I truly did not mind making them for you. However, from this point going forward, there may be a fee associated with each copy I make. So I just needed to put that out there for you. And I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope you'll have a beautiful Easter weekend.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. I have a couple things to go over today. The first one being the key fobs. The key fobs, as you probably know, are reactivated as of a few weeks ago. So if for some reason yours isn't working, it looks like this. Please swing by security and they can get you reactivated in no time. We stopped giving them out when we closed down. So if you haven't received one yet and we missed you, please don't hesitate. Come by security. They will issue you one immediately. I also wanted to touch on the garbage cans out in the houses. We do ask here at the community that within 24 hours after the garbage day is done, that they be out of sight. So I just wanted to remind everybody, common courtesy, please make them out of view within 24 hours. Touchtown, the new TV channel that we're going with. I had my final kickoff call with them earlier in the week, and it's looking like we're going to go live sometime next week. So we're very excited about that. There's a lot of things that we can't do now that we can do with this new software. So myself, Katie, IT committee, everyone's very excited to get this going, and we hope you enjoy it. The last thing I wanted to touch on is the life safety audit. We're currently almost done west right now, Middleton Park Circle West. So as soon as we get to the next neighborhood, you're going to get those little flyers in your mailbox letting you know that we are coming to test all your systems. It's going a little bit slower than we wanted to, just because of, things happening the way that were unforeseen. But we will get to everybody, and we will test your smoke alarms. We will test your pull chains, your pendants, go through everything and make sure everything's working. So thank you very much. Have a great Friday.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Coffee Chat. Just want to say hello and a few updates from the maintenance department. It's spring, so we're doing a lot of spring cleaning out there. You'll see Tree Amigos around cleaning out flower beds, raking out the old mulch, blowing in the new mulch. They are on Silkvine, even working their way towards William Davis. As you've seen, it's been a lot later this year, and we were hoping to outlast the leaves coming from the oak trees. So it's getting there. You'll see other improvements landscape-wise for the spring. We got new flowers going in around the tower, koi pond, and boathouse. Speaking of the boathouse, it will also be getting a refresh, mostly the flooring and touch up the stain, as well on the bridges and going from A to koi pond and my bridge, funny enough. Thanks, Mr. Sykes. A couple other news in the maintenance department. We have 2 new techs on board. John Mears, who had worked here for 10 years, had been gone for 5 and has now come back. And Ronaldo Araneta is our other new person. He comes to us with a background in HVAC and AC or in electrical work. So welcome them if you see them. Have a great Friday, everyone.
Hi everyone, it's Tiffany from Activities. I'm just going to give a brief program highlight of the week. So for today, we've got bingo at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. in Egret Hall. Feel free to just walk in, we'll sign you in. Room capacity is 35 people, so we'll let you know when we can't accept any more, but we should be fine. CV Cinema is showing Emma tonight at 6 p.m. in the OMR. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, Catholic Mass at 4 p.m. is canceled. Sunday, which is Easter Sunday, the church shuttle is leaving at 10:15 a.m. to Christ Episcopal and Palms Presbyterian. So if anyone is interested in going, please give us a call at the activities office or stop by so you can sign up for that. And then on Monday, we have the bank shuttle at 1 p.m. They're going to Wells Fargo and Bank of America from the train lobby. And again, just like the church shuttle, you'll just have to sign up with us and we'll get you on that bus. We also have movie matinee showing Rebecca at 3 p.m. in the OMR. On Tuesday, we have Gene Nordan. He is going to be here and perform at 7 p.m. in Egret Hall. No sign-up required, just come and watch this amazing performance. Then on Wednesday, we've got trivia at 4 p.m. in Egret Hall. And then on Thursday, we've got Pinspiration Craft Class at 12:30 p.m. in the OMR. If you are interested in any of these activities, please stop by our office in the train lobby or call us at 904-807-6224 and we'll get you signed up. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Carmen Osterhout. I'm a physical therapist at the Wellness Center. I have an advanced certification in lymphedema treatment and vestibular rehabilitation, which allows me to work with patients that have dizziness and vertigo. While dizziness can be caused from a variety of situations, including blood pressure issues, dehydration, medications, head injury or concussion, headaches, shingles or menopause treatments, vertigo or spinning is caused more often by an inner ear disturbance called BPPV, otherwise known as benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. And some people refer to this as rocks in the ear. People who suffer from vertigo or spinning often experience spinning when moving in and out of certain positions, such as looking up or down, getting in or out of bed, or rolling in bed. When BPPV is severe, it can be associated with nausea or vomiting and extreme loss of balance. While BPPV is most often treated successfully with repositioning maneuvers, cervical headaches are treated with manual therapy to the upper neck. Other forms of dizziness and vertigo are treated with specific vestibular exercises to reduce the sensation of motion or after motion, and to strengthen weakened systems, reducing dependence on vision and input from the ground, from the feet. Research has shown that dizziness is the #1 complaint of people over 70. That 85% of vertigo and balance dysfunction may be inner ear related, and 50% of individuals over 70 will experience BPPV in their lifetime. Vestibular rehabilitation is aimed at restoring the coordination of head and eye movements, improve balance and equilibrium, and reduce the risk of falls. This will in turn improve the quality of life, as many individuals with dizziness and vertigo reduce their activity levels, avoid certain movements, and self-isolate. If you are suffering from dizziness or vertigo, motion sickness, or visual blurring with head movements, consider coming into the Wellness Center for a dizziness screen. We will be offering screens on April 8th from 9 to 11 and April 20th from 1 to 3. Our phone number here is 807-6221. That is 807-6221 to schedule a screening to see if you have dizziness or vertigo that can be helped from vestibular rehabilitation. Thank you so much for your time.
Morning, Cypress Village residents. Lisa Green, Director of Sales and Marketing. And I'm so excited, and I want to thank everyone for participating and coming out in the silent auction for the eggs. It has been a huge success, and we should be able to present the scholarship committee with a very nice check. So we will be announcing the winners via a call-em-all on Friday, and we'll also put a notification in everyone's box, and then you'll be able to come into the sales and marketing office to pick up your egg. So again, thank you so very much. Huge success, and I'm super happy, and I hope you all enjoy the eggs as much as I have. Thanks so much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Loon's Nest Bar and Grill on this beautiful Friday morning. I'm presenting the burger of the week here for next week, going with a bruschetta burger. So on the bottom we have our normal all-beef patty, mozzarella cheese melted on top, with tomatoes, red onions, balsamic dressing, and a little bit of white wine in there, topped with a Kaiser roll, and served with your choice of side. Thanks, everyone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyler Ramos. I am the Associate Director of Dining Services. I'm on here to talk about how the scholarship and the scholarship committee themselves have impacted my life. Long story short, I started here in 2015. I was not in school, had no plan of going back to school, and the scholarship committee kind of found me, asked me if I wanted to join, and from there I've been all part of it. It's been huge. It's the biggest thing overall, I think, is the sense of confidence that it gives you, being back in school, learning different things every day. And I think that's somewhat reflected in my job here. If I could do one thing, especially when I'm hiring people for the dining department, I definitely encourage them to seek it out and just try to become a part of it. It really does change the way you are and change the way you feel. So it's been huge.
Hello again, and this will be very brief. The COVID update for Cypress Village remains the same as it was last week. We still have 2 employees that are positive, that are out on recovery and self-isolating. They have not returned back to work yet, but both are doing fine. Hopefully we can report 0 next week. But as you know, we're continually testing every week. The tests that we provided to all of our associates on Tuesday are not back yet. So hoping that we have no positives. And if we do not have any positives, we can start tapering back the frequency of testing. So that will be a big step for us moving into the normal way of Cypress Village. Here hopefully really soon. So with that being said, we have no residents that we're aware of that are confirmed positive as well for COVID. So all good news on the COVID front. And one last stat that I always like to share, the positivity rate in Duval County has dropped down to below 4%. It was reported on Tuesday that the positivity rate is at 3.6%. So we continue to see decline in confirmed cases here in our city and county, which obviously would correlate to us here at Cypress Village. So all very good news on the COVID front. And on to birthday wishes. Today we have 3 birthdays out there in Cypress Village. We've got Mr. John Oberhue, Marlene Russell, and Ann Gadd. Happy birthday to you 3 today. Tomorrow we've got one lucky lady whose birthday it is, and that's Christina Getz. Christina, happy birthday to you tomorrow. On the 4th, we've got one lucky lady out there at Cypress Village, Miss Nancy Kyle. Happy birthday to you. And you're not going to believe this, who the lucky birthday is on the 5th, the day after Nancy, and that's her husband, Bob Kyle. Bob, happy birthday to you on the 5th. Happy birthday to you both. On the 7th, we've got one as well, Miss Barbara Ferguson. And I think I stopped there. We've got very few birthdays in April, but happy birthday to all of you. And I wish you all the best and have a great weekend. Thank you.